This is the story of a moment I was met, not by a spirit, not by a message, by my own awareness. Summer 2019. I had just dropped my then husband at an inpatient rehab center. Not dramatic, just the kind of quiet low point, the kind where you realize you've been managing someone else's crisis so long, you forgot you had a life of your own. From there, I drove to Lilydale, not to see a medium, not to talk to the dead, not to find a path. I went because I needed something and didn't know what it was. A workshop on self-love, a meditation class, a sweat lodge, a pause. That's all I was looking for, a pause. I sat in a meditation class, eyes closed, breathing, doing nothing special. And then I noticed light, shifting colors, warmth on my face, movement behind my eyelids. I thought, wow, I didn't notice the stained glass skylight, except there was no skylight, no stained glass, no lights on at all, just a solid ceiling. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't trying to connect to anything. I didn't even know what connection meant. I was a spiritual light atheist, a skeptic. But something in me was being met. It could have been a spirit or a message or some cosmic telegram meant just for me, but it wasn't. It was my own awareness noticing something energetic, something true. There's something about this place worth knowing. Lilydale wasn't originally a spiritualist community. It began as the Cassadaga Lake Free Association, founded by free thinkers, people committed to inquiry, not doctrine, people who believed the method mattered more than the conclusion, people who believed no one should tell you what your direct experience means before you've had the chance to find out for yourself. All that mattered to me, even before I knew why. Because I wasn't looking for belief. I wasn't looking for a religion. I wasn't looking for a spiritual identity either. I was looking for a way to listen to myself again. And the roots of that place, the free thought roots, kept me there long enough for something real to begin. I couldn't name it then, but I knew something in me had already started to rearrange. My codependency was loosening. My boundaries were definitely shifting. My inner voice was getting louder. My tolerance for self-abandonment, well, that was getting smaller. Awareness wasn't beginning. It was revealing itself. There's something underneath the surface of ordinary awareness that we already have access to, long before we have language for it. Maybe that's been happening in you too, quietly, maybe without permission, before you had any framework that fit. That's what was happening in me, quietly, steadily, without permission. A woman I met there said, "Try meditating every day and see what happens." So I did. What happened next? Well, it's its own story. For today, the story is just this. I was met. If you're watching this and you've had moments like these, moments where something in you notices before you have language for it, you are not imagining it. Awareness doesn't begin. It reveals itself. You don't need belief. You do not need certainty. You don't need a plan. You don't need to feel good enough. You simply need curiosity. You need honesty. You need to place your attention. You're not late, you're not wrong, and you're not behind. You're being met by an awareness you've always had access to. Know yourself, own your knowing, trust your good work. That's the whole spell.